Who's your least favorite on Tell 'em Steve Dave, Johnny?
Brian Quinn.
Okay, one time I was on a date in Manhattan at a girl's apartment, and it was a studio apartment, and her bathroom was right on the where we were hanging out, and I had to take a shit.
Whoa. So she had no door to her bathroom?
No, she did, but
He's saying it's like a studio apartment is very small, so it would be as if somebody was taking a crap like in this Buddy Christ case right here.
Right.
Okay.
And I really had to take a shit. So I went, I said, I got to run to my car for a second. And I went downstairs and went into the alleyway.
You crapped in your car?
No, in the alleyway.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Takes a dump in the trunk and shit.
I went to the alleyway behind the building. It was up by 48th, I think, and took a shit in the alleyway and wiped my ass with some tissues from my car.
Like a crackhead or something.
Why? Are you noisy?
No, well,
We didn't want it to smell because she's fucking
really?
Length of
3
time.
feet away.
I don't know. You don't need, but like in the future, though, you need to give all the other stuff.
What
about Manhattan.
details and
Yeah,
shit.
you don't
I
need the
know.
Manhattan stuff.
I know. We know you're from fucking New York. Jesus Christ
What
Almighty!
the fuck?
I know.
All right, so you're at a girl's
You
apartment.
do need to know it's Manhattan because it's an alleyway behind the building.
Oh, we don't have alleys in Jersey. Fucking.
If I gotta take a shit in Red Bank, I can fucking go into the woods over there and shit over there. If it's an alleyway in
There's
fucking
alleys
Manhattan,
around here.
dude.
Okay.
You don't think there's any difference between shitting in an alleyway in Red Bank and shitting in an alleyway in
No.
Manhattan?
Not to
Is it in
me.
the middle of
Fucking
the night?
9 million
Not to
people
walk.
around you walking
You
by
know
the
what
alleyway at any
would
given
be
time.
more information would be better information. Is it daytime or nighttime?
It's nighttime.
Okay, so in the middle of the night,
He wasn't bringing him on a date to the fucking Improv in Hollywood where it starts at 6:30.
you
Sun's still out.
are with a girl and you're
Right.
afraid to foul her bathroom, so you went down outside and went and took a dump in an alleyway.
All right.
And then went back up. And did you have sex with her later?
Yes.
Okay, next story.
Uh,
That was a stupid question, right? Because you always fucking seal the deal.
No. Fucking bashful. Just see that. Fucking gay. Go on, number two.
That's so true. Number two. Fuck you, dude. Number two. Those blow up skeleton dolls that they hang from trees, like life size, like skeleton decorations on Halloween that they hang from the trees.
Mm-hmm.
At the age of 13, I was so horny and masturbatory that I stole one of those skeletons from a neighbor's tree and laid it in a bed and pretend to hump it while I was jerking off.
Okay.
Walt doesn't like this game anymore.
You remember mine? Mine were kind of like innocent and like,
fun, yeah.
What do you
Remember
want
I
them-
said this was like a silly game?
No, it's silly.
Yeah.
This
Listen, what do you
that's,
want?
That's
It's
just
that
like
one true
that's like
depraved.
Jeffrey Dahmer shit that he did
I know.
before he fucking started fucking creating zombies and fucking them.
Yeah, he's like, I fucking attached a raccoon's head to a turtle's body and fucked it.
That's just strange, man. I don't even want to play this no more.
Bro, we can't.
He's hoping that one isn't the true one. Like, he's just like, oh, fuck, now it's
Really,
too late.
If that's
true.
the true one, holy fuck, you shouldn't have told that one.
No. And the third one is I was almost arrested for grave robbing once.
That's all. That's all you're gonna.
You want
give
more
us. You
details?
fucking want to give us more details about the shit in the
Yeah,
fucking
look what
studio.
fucking happened. I had to hear about it for fucking 2 minutes.
But the one about grave robbing certainly deserves more.
I was
than that.
fucking my skeleton balloon in the fucking cemetery.
When I saw a
in a-
squirrel,
in a-
I wanted to dismember.
In an old cracked open mausoleum in a cemetery, there was exposed
Remains?
remains.
Why? Well, okay, all right. Don't give me any more than that.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
Let me go first?
Guess which one you think it is.
Okay. I'm hoping the second one is false
Oh
because that's
my
fucked
God.
up.
No, I'm hoping it's true because we should see if we have. There's a psychiatrist who comes in here and buys comics.
Oh, really? Get him in here
That
and
would
be
be
like,
fucking like. Can you?
what do we do with this guy?
Yeah. Hey, Mike, what's that psychiatrist name who comes in here? Dr. Lipton, we might need to have a house call.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think?
Okay, so the second one, I'm going to rule out that second one.
Because he said he. Okay, I'll get you tell your reasons why.
The grave robbing one, like I think that one's not
Almost
true
got
because
arrested.
that one's not true because of the lack of detail, like you said. I'm gonna go with the first one. The first one seems because he is a fucking pussy hound and shit, and that seems like something Quinn would do. He'd be like, I just got to go down to my car, and and next thing you know, he's in an alley.
All right, so
which only New York has, incidentally.
So you're gonna go with one.
I'm gonna go with number one. I think number one is true. The other two.
See,
are false.
I'm not gonna go with number one because I don't think he'd have toilet paper in his car.
He said tissues, though. He didn't say he had a roll of toilet paper. He said that he had tissues.
like
he didn't
a
even
box
say where he
of
got them
Kleenex?
from.
Right, yeah. Tissues from the car.
He said tissues.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like a box of Kleenex. That's not gonna. And then you go and have sex with her. You might not be properly cleaned.
But he could go back to the bathroom and
clean
put the
some.
finishing touches on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He could have fucking all sorts of shit hanging out of that though. If he when he starts to get his when he gets his groove on though.
Dingleberries start popping out, firing out. And
He's
shit.
in an alleyway. He's not doing the best job. He's trying to get it up.
Well, he's hurrying.
Trying to hurry it up
He's in
before
a
someone
rush.
sees him. The other one is so vague though about the grave robber. I think it was just like a teenager. They were doing something and the cops maybe scared him off. Gave him a talking to.
Right. Or he saw a cop, what he thought was a cop car. It
I was
turned
almost
out,
arrested.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not trying to pass that off as true.
The stealing of the skeleton. He said he doesn't steal.
But he does. That's not true because he stole that flag in California.
I just don't think he'd be attracted to a fucking skeleton though.
Do you think it's a matter of attraction? It's like that's the hottest fucking balloon he could find in Halloween.
I just don't see him being like I don't again though
Like a sexual
unless you're really
deviant
weird
on that level.
Yeah, because if a skeleton wouldn't give you any kind of arousal though.
What if you're into anorexic chicks?
He doesn't like fat chicks.
If a fat girl fucking makes a remark about him, oh my god, it's so much different than if a cute girl or a thin girl I should say makes a remark about him.
That's not true.
We were
What's
in
it
Key
called
West.
when-
Some fucking fat girl was like, "Pooh," and gave him one of them. I had to hear about it for hours after that.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna go with 3.
You think 3 is true?
3 is true. The one where he almost got arrested.
Almost got arrested for grave robbing.
But I'm hoping it's 2.
Right.
Okay.
What was it?
It is 3.
Almost got arrested. For
No,
grave
you almost
robbery?
got arrested for grave robbing. In a cemetery in Staten Island, there's this old mausoleum. It's huge. It's enormous. Nobody knows who owns it. It's just on a plot of land, and over the years, people have.
So it's
gone
not a
in.
cemetery. It's just one mausoleum.
It's attached to a cemetery, but the cemetery doesn't own that land.
Oh, okay.
And it's inside. There are coffins pulled out. There's bones everywhere. In recent years, they bricked it up. But it's like a fucking madhouse in there. And we went in there, and the cops came up while we were in there.
And you saw human bones?
Oh, yeah. Coffins broken open with skulls, femurs, all sorts of shit. It's all over the place.
Huh.
How old are you?
13, I'd say, around there.
Yeah, I figured that was one. He didn't give much info about it. He didn't want to get too
Yeah.
detailed about it.
Well, yeah, and the cops were really fucking reading us the riot act and shit like that.
Did you consider taking anything?
A skull.
Yeah, I mean,
You were gonna take a skull?
No, I mean, it's hard to say. I would when you're there.
If somebody else was
in
like, "Hey, we should
retrospect-
take a skull."
Now, I would be like, yeah, of course I'm gonna fucking take a skull. I don't know if you're in that situation and you're surrounded by all these fucking bodies and shit. I don't know if you're
Whoa,
creeped
what do you
out.
mean now?
No, he's not saying he would do it now. He's saying now it's
right.
easy to say he would have.
I think because it's creepy, man. It was creepy. There was all stained glass windows that were broken and shit, and moss growing on old coffins and stuff. It's pretty fucked up.
Even at my most metal, I don't think I would have been into desecrating graves. Walt, what about you?
I could have been talked into it.
You think so?
My most metal stages.
Well, when were you most metal, would you say?
I'm 15, 16. If they were let's break into the mausoleum.
See, for me, I think it would have been a little bit older. Probably 18, 19. I was at my most metal. So I started growing my hair out and shit. But by then, I wouldn't have wanted to fucking rob any graves or anything.
Yeah. So I'm 1 for 1.
Dead person.
You're 0 for 2, bitch.
I know. I can't read you guys at all.
You don't know us.
That was the story that I can't believe I hadn't told you. That's why I was a little nervous about it.
And you tell this fucker everything, right?
Yeah,
so
that's why.
you don't want to keep no secrets from him.
That's why it's hard for me to have like lighthearted fucking stories because so many of them I could think of are like this guy knows it, he knows it.
Yeah, I know. So
I fucking inanimate objects.
Oh, that is that guy in that I went to high school with told that story about fucking like pretending to hump.
Somebody did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he in
Why
jail
couldn't
now?
you just jerk off? Like, why?
Well, the way he described it wasn't the skeleton. It was a sense of having a body underneath him, like he was fucking someone.
I really
Pillows?
I really wish it was.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been fucked. That would have been. We would have been here till about 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but
Right? How fucked up would that have been?
yeah, this would have been. This would have made making hay look like a fucking.
Yeah.
All right, so there it is. 1, true 3.